Hi there, so in this video, this is the last video of a course, we're going to have a look at maximising your Facebook ROI, which is your return on investment. This is probably the most important thing to get right. There are loads of vital components when it comes to advertising your business on Facebook, but the main one is you want to be getting something back for your ads that's worthwhile to your business. It could be an increase in the number of likes to your page. It could be more people on your list, more clicks through to your website. It could be more money, obviously, coming into your business every month. But you're going to want to see a benefit to make your spend worthwhile. The return on investment is the key to a successful Facebook campaign. Facebook's return on investment is improving year on year. There used to be a time where it was a bit hit or miss, you weren't necessarily getting the right target audience for your ad and you didn't really have enough options to highly target it. But as Facebook have improved their own marketing and their own advertising options for marketers, you're seeing a massive improvement on results. The average click-through rate for a Facebook ad has jumped 275% since 2012. However, no matter how good Facebook's options are for marketers, you have to get your part correct. And one of the keys to this is split testing. It will be vital to just how well you do. We went over split testing previously and I'm just going to touch on it again to emphasise and stress just how much you need to do this. Because it doesn't matter how good the ad options are from Facebook or how much everything is improving, or even how good your products and services are. If you get a tiny detail wrong in your ad that is turning people off or isn't attracting them to your business, then you're going to fail. It could be a headline that isn't catchy enough or a picture that doesn't stand out, and that is why you need to split test. Right at the start of each ad campaign, you need to run some split tests and see what is going to work and what isn't, and that will help you achieve the most you can for your ROI. Obviously, a key up from that is also to make sure your targeting is right. But test your ads with a small budget until you've discovered which one works best with you. Targeting can be part of your split test, so don't overlook any of those elements that we've discussed previously. And don't be tempted to only sell through your ad. Sometimes when you're starting out with advertising, all you're thinking about is, right, well, I need to make more money. I've got to sell this amount of these products, I'm putting out this money, I'm spending this money, and I want to make sure I get it back. But remember, you can get great ROI with all ads, even if it's further down the line. If you run a like campaign, that can bring a new liker during the ad campaign, and a month later, after engaging with you for a while and seeing what your business has to offer, they can become a customer. Just like driving somebody to your website, they could get a piece of information or a resource or keep coming back to your blog several times. Perhaps sign up to a free webinar or download a free ebook. But further down the line, they then become a paying customer. Your target custom audiences will help you improve your return on investment. And don't forget to use insights to make sure you really understand who your audience are and what they're looking for. When it comes to the placement of your Facebook ads, never overlook mobile ads. It surprises us sometimes how many people think they're not worthwhile. Ad revenue for mobile ads accounted for 41% of all of Facebook's revenue last year. But be cautious, because an accidental click-through rate can happen. As you're scrolling up and down the page, you can accidentally click on an ad, and that's more likely to happen on a mobile than any other device. So just bear that in mind. When it comes to choosing between the newsfeed ad and the right-hand side ad, your newsfeed ad has 44 times higher click-through rate on average. A newsfeed ad has a 67% lower cost per click, 5 times higher conversion rates, and also a 64% lower cost per acquisition. And while these stats do indicate you get a better ROI with a news ad, you still need to do your own split test to see what works for you, because there are some businesses out there who find they are more successful and maybe their business is more suited to a right hand side ad. So one of the split tests I would strongly suggest you run is a split test between a newsfeed a right hand side ad, and a mobile ad, and see which placement is more susceptible to your audience, which one they like better and which one they respond to better. You're going to play around with Facebook advertising when you first start out. It's unlikely that you'll get it right each and every time, but don't let it put you off. Don't be afraid to make changes, and don't be afraid to try something new. Just remember, the key things to consider are your targeting, know your audience, quality content. Make sure whatever you're sending people through to, if it's your Facebook page, make sure it gives that end user something of good value. Same with your website, of your free offer or your product or services. There's no point sending them to something that automatically makes them think that's no use, I don't want that. Make sure you're getting your ad in front of the right people, so target it correctly and use insights to help you do that. Split test to see which ads are working and which ones aren't. And just really keep working at it. Trial and error, and don't give up on it, because Facebook advertising can do wonders for your business. So don't be tempted to overlook it. And I'm sure you'll get amazing results.